Hoot Gibson. The name conjures up images of the West. Well, not the real West, but Hollywood's version of the West. Horses, cowboys, the occasional fight scene, a bit of shooting. That was Hoot Gibson's West. Gibson began his acting career back in the earliest days of the silent film era. By 1925, he was one of the highest paid performers in the business.
What do you think of the short piece of huh?
If I said what I thought, I'd probably lose my job.
What made Hoot Gibson so good? Well, it might have been because he was an authentic tough guy. He'd served in World War I, and he'd been a former rodeo champion. He knew his way around a horse, that's for sure. He'd also been a real ranch hand for a while, punching cattle in Wyoming and Colorado. Cowboy stars didn't come any more authentic than Hoot Gibson. He also kept a sense of humor about himself.
Yeah, about a head taller.
Was I up to there when you saw me last?
I think so.
Oh, Kurt.
You didn't come out of a Hoot Gibson movie without a couple of laughs. He was a Nebraska boy, born Edmund Richard Gibson in August of 1892. No one knows for certain where he got the nickname Hoot. What's not up for speculation is the man's popularity. He appeared in more than 220 movies, and prior to the advent of sound, there were few cowboy stars who could touch him. Of course, sound films were a tough transition for everybody, but Hoot Gibson kept working. Even into the 1940s, he was acting, appearing in films for smaller studios such as Monogram. In the 1950s, when television came along, Hoot's old movies became staples of programming. To a new generation, he was a big star all over again. Things didn't end well for Hoot Gibson. He spent his last few years hustling to make money so he could pay off some medical bills. He'd made some bad investments. He was married a bunch of times. It was a sad way to go for a guy who'd once been on top of the world, but that was Hoot Gibson for you. He spent money like it would never run out. But anybody who rode as fast and hard and as far as Hoot Gibson did was bound to make a few mistakes. You did a good job, Hoot. We sure do miss you. For Film Masters, this is Don Stradley.